Now this is the Nine of Cups. We're going to talk about the Rider-Waite, the World of Vision, Somnia, Light Seer, Somnia, Golden Art Neveau, and Gilded. So here we have this guy, you know, fat, dumb, and happy. Sorry, that was probably a bad thing to say, but he's sitting there. He's really not looking that heavy, but they see that a lot, like he's overeating. He's got all of these cups. He's got all of the things. He's got all of what he wishes for. And that's really the Nine of Cups. In some decks, they say this is like the wish card. This is the card to get. It's your desires are, they say your wishes are going to come true. I use desires a lot. I read that in one of my books. I think it was my, I forget what it's called now, which I will probably go to that book and do it, you know, piece by piece. But it's the one with the artist by David Bowie. It's a great deck. So anyway, this is, so when I see it a lot, I want to be reminded that this is about desires. When you desire something, you go after it. If you wish for something, you're just wishing and then it may not happen. Usually desires happen. You're going to desire something and it is going to come to fruition, and that's what's going to happen. When you wish for something, it's, oh, I wish this would happen. You know, like the fake birthday wishes. Sorry. we tell our kids to wish for something, but if we give them desire, it makes them more apt to be motivated to go get it. When we wish for something, we're expecting the universe just to hand it to us. That's just my take on wishes versus, you know, so how we look at something is, you know, important. So here is the World of Vision. I like this one. I feel happy. I feel like he has what he needs or what he wants, what he has envisioned himself to have. He is he's elevated. He's got one foot up going, I got the world in my hands, basically, even though it's not the world, it's a cup. He, I don't know, it feels like a very good card. When I get this card, I definitely feel like the wishes are happening, or the desires, or however you want to word that. These things are really happening now, and I've got what I need and I got what I want. And I think it's that foot up on the chest, or whatever his foot's up on. Yep, on the top. The chest is open with all the gold in it, and his foot's on top of it. So he's claiming it too, which is a really good kind of thing to think about. Like, I'm claiming what I have. I'm claiming my desires. You know, that strength behind it. Like it. So this is the Nine of Cups in the Light Seer, and I also like this. This to me is more about celebration. I'm celebrating what I have. I'm celebrating that I have gotten all of these wonderful things. I have my chest of gold. I have these cups, and I'm enjoying it, and there's sun behind me, and I'm happy about it. So, I mean, that feels like a really good card to me. I like that. I like it a lot. Feels good. So this one, it doesn't have, now I have to be reminded, now when I compare these, you might think that this deck is kind of, I'm going to do something on this deck alone because it is so different. And it has all of the, okay, so in this, the cups are buckets, but it's showing how overflowing they are. So we have to keep that in mind, because this deck is just kind of a dark deck to begin with. The cups are overflowing. I've got what I need. I've got more than what I need, because they're coming, the stuff's coming out the top, and it feels good. So that is the Nine of Cups, Insomnia. This is a lot like the Rider. Again, the Golden Art Neveau mimics the Rider a lot. It's a little more sparkly, a little more flavor, a little more pretty, but it really mimics the Rider-Waite. So when I look at it, it's got the same guy. His arms are crossed. He's got his cups above his head. To me, in the Rider-Waite, this card doesn't feel like it does in some of the other decks, where you really feel like, I got this, I got all of these wonderful things. It feels more like attitude. I'm sorry, but that's the way I see it. It's more like attitude. I got my arms crossed. Why do I have my arms crossed? That's a defensive position, you know. It's a defensive position, or you're hiding something. Like, okay, I cross my hands across my midsection maybe because I don't want someone to see my midsection. So that's what I mean by hiding. I don't mean like I don't know the psychology behind your arms crossed, but it's more defensive, like, you know, like that, like I'm defensive, I've got, or attitude, right? And when you, and that's what I see, like, oops, that's what I see. I see kind of attitude there. Sorry, I just noticed that. See what happens when you look at cards? And this is the Nine of Cups in the Gilded Tarot. I feel like this is a lot of joy. He's celebrating. He's saying, cheers, I've got all of these things. I'm happy. I almost feel like this is also sharing, maybe because it feels like a bar type setting that he might be sharing what he has as well. I really like this card, but then again, this is the deck I learned on, so I'm a little partial to it. But I do feel like it's speaking of, you know, really embodying the wishes that we get with the Nine of Cups. So that is the Nine of Cups.